Okay, so I'm here in Bryce Canyon, Utah, and I came from California in the last few days, and I realized that my perspective on the US is completely skewed because I come from a smaller state, the state of New Hampshire. It only takes about 3 hours to go from one end of New Hampshire to the other end. So that's why when I made my travel plans today, I completely underestimated how long it would take me to get from one end of Utah to the other end. So my original plan when I started the day today was to go from Crescent City, Utah, which is off of 15 in the southwestern corner, all the way to Moab, which is kind of in the northeastern corner or the eastern corner of the state, which is a distance of 400 miles. And I thought, oh yeah, no problem, I can do that easily. And I started driving, and I stopped here because I realized that it was going to take me way too long. And I also realized that, sometimes when you're traveling, it's very easy to place those old frameworks and old ways of thinking onto your travel experiences. The routine sets in, and you start to think, oh, I'm here, I have to get here, I have to get here, and I have to get here. Whereas actually I don't. I'm in Utah. I need to be home in about 2.5 weeks, but there's no reason for me to rush right now because Bryce Canyon is a place that I've always wanted to see, and it's totally amazing. Right now the sun is setting. This is not even the most beautiful part of the canyon, but the sunset's incredible. So I'll show you a map to give you a sense of what I'm talking about, the way that I underestimated the size of Utah. It's just a huge state. It's extremely rural. But I'm learning about my own country here on this trip. So here's a map of what I've done so far in this trip. I started in Massachusetts, came all the way across the country to the west coast and made it down the coast of California. And I haven't mapped this part yet, but I came up Route 15. And last night I was in Cedar City. Utah. Cedar City, Utah. And my plan was to get to Moab, which is in the far eastern corner of the state. And I thought I could do this in an easy afternoon's drive. But I underestimated it because I come from the state of New Hampshire. This tiny state where literally it takes no more than 3-4 hours to get from one end to the other end. So I just had no respect for these states in the West where it's quite a bit more rural. There are fewer roads, fewer highways. The cities are further apart, and it just takes longer. And people had warned me. Some people close to me who are from the West had warned me that it's going to take longer than I think, that I can't just get from one end of the state in a snap. But I didn't listen, and that's fine. I'm learning about my own country as I go along. So now the next plan is to head back east. So I'm going to start heading back in this direction. So I am in Utah, moving towards southern Utah. I came from Bryce Canyon this morning, and now I'm moving down towards the southern part of the state. I'm going to be in Cortez, Colorado tonight, hopefully. Then I want to head to the Four Corners. But this is just some of the most incredible scenery I've seen in my life. It's incredible. There's nobody out here. It's completely rural, but it is gorgeous. I don't even need to go to the Grand Canyon. This is unreal. Check it out.